where economy saizi mahali kwenye imefika, it's bad. I know this because I usually budget, and I budget for each and every shilling that I earn. Now I have 3 sources of income. One is my 8 to 5 job, and then I have my partner's also income and my side hustle income. So with this income is what I usually plan to spend for the whole of the month. Now for this October, it's when I realized that things are thick. Imefikia point that I do not even have 2,000 bob in my account, something that I've been having for the last 5 months. And this 2,000 bob, this is just a running balance, because I usually save first, I earn and then I save first, and then now the rest of the money is what I'll be spending on various expenses. An example is when I went to the supermarket. You know how I budget, najua last month nilinunua, an example is Ariel, around 299, and then this time round in October now nimeenda shopping and I find out that the Ariel may jump from 299 to 360 something, and I'm like, this is going to affect my budget. And that is just one item. So I noticed in my budget that there are so many items that prices always increase, and this is something that I had not factored in my budget, which caused a huge strain on my budget and made me now want to tweak my budget a little bit so that I can be able to afford the daily living and the variable expenses that I usually incur as the month goes. Because things are thick for everyone and everywhere, here is how I'm managing my expenses. So I either reduce, cut, or avoid. And the first item that I cut for this month of October is my enjoyment. I usually do enjoyment 1,000. I set aside 1,000 in my budget so that I can be able to eat out, either eat out, buy any cloth or shoe that I see that I love, and even buy myself snacks. So my budget is just 1,000 that I set for that thing, and once I reach that 1,000, that stops. So for this month of October, I decided not to spend on enjoyment and spend it on the basic needs of the house. The second item that I decided to forgo kabisa, to avoid kabisa, was butter. I usually use butter, and this is just for pancakes, but I told myself that I have this cooking oil, salad, and that can just work perfectly. And I've been using it for my pancakes. Some people call them crepes, but I call them pancakes. So they just come out perfectly. So nikaona, so I've just been throwing money. Anyways, the third item is food. Now there is this certain food that I have been eating all throughout the month, but because things are thick and a girl has to live, so here's how I decided to do it. So the thing is fish. I usually take fish every other week, and that costs me 400 bob per week. So for 4 weeks, that's 1,600. I decided to reduce the number of days that I'm going to eat fish. One is I decided to reduce it to 2 weeks. Instead of having fish every week, I decided to do it twice a month. So those are 2 weeks, the first week and the third week, and that saved me 800 bob nikaweza kutumia kwa these other expenses. So for this November, here's how I'm planning to manage my expenses. I still want to keep my expenses at bay, and then I want to start to increase my income aggressively with whatever skills that I have.